In big political news this week, Nancy Merrill announced that she's going to resign from the GOP National Committee to become state co-chairman of Senator John McCain's presidential campaign. She's one of the two New Hampshire representatives to the GOP National Committee, and she joins us here on the campaign trail. Ms. Merrill, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Chris.
And first off, obviously this is not your first campaign with Senator McCain. You were with him back in 2000, but obviously a big decision for you to shift gears and join the Mr. McCain's presidential campaign rather than serve as one of the GOP National Committee chairpeople.
Yes, it is a shift. I've enjoyed very much serving on the RNC. It's been a real pleasure serving for the state committee, being their representative. But I am very excited to get back on the ground and involved in a campaign for a candidate that I really believe in.
And is there any word on who is going to replace you at this point with the GOP National Committee?
No, not at this point. The state committee has a meeting scheduled in September, and between now and then, I'm certain that a number of strong Republican women will seek the office, and it will be. I think it'll be an interesting debate.
What role will you be taking with Senator McCain? Obviously, you'll be the state co-chairman, but is your focus mostly going to be on grassroots campaigning?
Well, I think that's what I like to do the most, and it's what I look forward to doing. I truly enjoyed working with and helping to build the networks in his campaign in 2000 and in Charlie Bass's campaign also in 2000. And I look forward to getting back involved with that. It's the one thing that I have missed since I've been on the RNC.
Nancy Merrill joins us. She is leaving the GOP National Committee. She was one of the two chairpeople from New Hampshire serving the GOP National Committee. She is joining Senator McCain's presidential campaign as a co-chairman, and obviously it's been a tough couple of weeks for Senator McCain in polls and so forth. What do you think that the senator needs to do to turn things around and start heading upwards again?
Well, I think that you will see him doing what he did in 2000. He loves New Hampshire and the New Hampshire primary. He's a strong supporter of it, and you'll see him on the ground talking to people, doing events, town hall meetings in New Hampshire as well as other states. And I think that we're still fairly early in this process. A lot can happen between now and the primary. He's going to work very hard, and his campaign will work very hard.
And I think if you look at Senator McCain, also Senator Edwards, Governor Richardson in this race right now, and we've seen it so often in the New Hampshire primary, it's almost better to be in a situation where you're in an underdog role, where the senator is right now. People are kind of writing him off. Governor Richardson doesn't have the name recognition. Senator Edwards is being written off. Do you think it's almost better to be the underdog and in the primary process rather than the front runner with the arrow on your back?
Well, I think in a sense that you can focus more on your campaign and talking to voters and worrying a little bit less about what the poll numbers are that day. And I think being a front runner is difficult in a lot of ways. We saw it earlier in the process last winter. You know, the mainstream media was really going after the fact that they thought Senator McCain was going too far to the right because he chose to speak to students at Liberty University. And at this point, he really just can focus on his campaign. And he's a tremendous campaigner, a very hard worker, and he's got some very strong volunteers on the ground as well as good staff. So I think it all looks very, very good for him.
Ms. Merrill, thank you very much, and best of luck with your new role.
Hey, thanks very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.